Number 5 villain protagonist is Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now, only being a villain for 1 season out of 3 might be pushing it, but it's my list, so that works for me. Now, what motivates this guy? He wants his father to be proud of him. He wants to be seen as an equal among his peers, and he wants to be seen as a hero. Now, all those are very human desires, and all of those can also lead to making bad decisions. Decisions he later pays for internally and externally. But we're just talking about book 1 for now, and at some point I'll probably talk about his character in the other 2 books. But for now, as a villain, we actually learn almost as much about him as we do the main character. Especially in episode 9 or 10, I want to say The Storm, which for me that's the episode that takes the show from being a good show to the amazing show that it is. But we compare and contrast their backstories and mistakes that they've made and how they responded to those mistakes, and we see why they became the people that they are currently. And technically, it's like book 1 has 2 main villains, Zuko and Commander, later Admiral Zhao. So there's kind of a competition going on. It's like who can find the Avatar first, because that's like the ultimate glory. And Zuko is the one most desperate for that glory and for that symbol of I am worthy to lead this nation. And he is severely outclassed by pretty much everybody. And that's one of the other things that makes him sympathetic, is that he fights and he claws for everything, and we as an audience can appreciate someone so determined despite the odds. And he is now, as a villain, he's not particularly successful, except for maybe in the island of Kyoshi, where he kind of burns down all the billions on their island. But that's really not the point. The point is, like, when he has Aang inside that cave, and he's talking to him about, it's like you have so much power and so much ability so naturally, and I have to fight and claw for everything, and usually I don't get anything out of it. Which also it's very important for him that he only really has one ally, and that is Uncle Iroh, which Iroh tries to keep him Iroh tries to stop him from going down a path of being self-destructive, which we see more of that in book 2, but that's for a later time. So yeah, he's a really interesting character we sympathize with, who happens to be one of the 2 main villains. So that's why he's the number 5. So that's why he's the number 5 on this list. Number 4 is going to be posted on my other channel, One Man's View, and I will post that link on this channel when I get it done. So look out for that.